You know what's interesting? I was sitting on the toilet and I had nothing better to do than think. And I thought about very interesting things. One of them being, you've probably heard this before. Ants can lift 20 times their body weight. They can lift a lot more times their body weight. And I thought about that, and it doesn't make sense. I told a bunch of people that, like, throughout the years, whenever ants came up, or when people would ask me, hey, who would win? Would you be able to beat an ant? Are you stronger than an ant? And I would say, yeah, look, step on them, boom, they're dead. But, but if they were our size, they were human size, we wouldn't stand a chance. They could go like that, and you'd fly like 30 feet. Or your head might just come right off. They're 20 times stronger than you and I. Could pick you up with one hand by the throat, like one hand, and then twirl you around, and then throw you. Then they'd be stronger. But that saying doesn't make sense because ants are a species. And there's different species of ants. Which ants are they talking about? Are they talking about all of them? But for the sake of conversation, I'll just use the general black ants that are typically found around the houses and the most common in at least my area. So the little black ants. And I thought, they're a species and humans are a species. Are all Let me go back. It doesn't make sense because that would mean all ants are exactly the same strong. They have exactly the same strength. How many ants did they compare to make up that fact, because it's not a fact. I'm pretty sure not all ants are the same. Pretty sure. Because if you compare that to the humans, are all humans the same? No, there's not. There's not one human that's the same as another human. There's no two humans that are the same. Even if you clone me today, tomorrow, we would have had two different experiences. We could, even if everything was exactly the same, we experienced everything exactly the same and we are exactly the same, we would not be the same. If one of us is next to a window, they feel the air against their head. They have a different experience than the person sitting in a chair. If you have one window, you both can't sit next to that one window. So you would have two different experiences of a. Let's say you're both watching television. One sits next to the window. You're the same person. One sits in a couch. You're going to have two different experiences watching that movie. You're doing the same thing. You're just sitting in a different position. So, how can an ant be the same as another ant if it's not the same ant? And they're saying their ants are 20 times, can lift 20 times their body weight. Who the fuck thought that up? Yeah, they can lift a food that's like 3 times their size. But I don't see all ants doing that. And do all ants have, it's hard to believe. I'm sure most ants walk farther than other ants and have to carry more than other ants. I'm pretty sure those ants are stronger than the ones that stay at home, stay in their home. Worker ants, I think, because there's different classes of ants, different classes of that species. Like there's different classes of people. So there's different classes of ants. Worker ants, they're the ones that do the lifting. I'm pretty sure they're stronger than your other ants. So saying that all ants have exactly the same strength is not true. That's like saying all humans can lift the same. That's not true. Any healthy human should be able to lift at least their own body weight. At least their own. If not 2 times their body weight. Most people can't even lift their own body weight. They're at a negative 50%. They can't do a pull-up with their feet on the ground. If you can do a pull-up with your feet not touching the ground, you can lift your own body weight. You're literally lifting your own body weight. Lifting, your arms lift. So you're lifting you up. So if you can lift your own body weight, you're basically lifting 1 times you. You're lifting yourself up once, or times 1, because you are one person. Now, if you put a person on your back, let's say, or you add resistance to you, like in the form of a vest, and let's say you put 10 pounds in that vest, and you can lift that up, you're lifting 1.10 times your body weight. Let's say you put, no, I don't think that's actually right. Let's say you weigh 100 pounds, just to make it easy. And you lift yourself up, you're lifting your body weight. So you times you by 1, so you're lifting yourself. I think you get what I'm trying to say. Now let's say you put another 100 pounds. You put 100 pounds in the vest that you're wearing. So together, the vest is 100 pounds. You are 100 pounds. And you pull up, you do a pull up. You just lifted 200 pounds. That's 100 pounds more than what you weigh. So you're lifting 2 times your body weight. Yeah, 2 times your body weight. If most people cannot lift their own body weight. So, and everyone's different. There's a lot of people that can lift 1 times their body weight. Most people can't. But, I don't want to say a few, because it seems like 2 or 3 people can do. But there's a good amount, definitely less than half the population, that can do a pull-up, that can lift their own body weight. So humans by nature, I think we can all, as babies, lift at least our own body weight up. I think we are capable of doing that. Somewhere along the line, we lose that strength because we don't continue to exercise. People conform. Most people do not exercise, and that's a problem. When you don't exercise, you grow weaker and weaker and weaker. And your bones get more brittle and brittle and brittle. And pretty soon you fall down 1 time and you break your bone. That's how brittle they become. You fall on your butt and your hip just breaks because you're so brittle. That's deficient. You have a deficiency in strength that you should have. We should all be doing pull-ups. We should all be able to have the minimal strength. And by minimal, I mean being able to lift ourselves up. That's minimal. We should all be able to do that. Because we should all be exercising minimally at least. By minimally, that's like every other day. A little bit every other day or every day. Because if we were in the wild, we'd have to walk everywhere. We'd be exercising. And ants can lift 20 times? All of them? If you compare that to people, we all can't do a pull-up. Some of us can, most of us can't. So what makes that saying false is that, well, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm trying to break it down, but it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. All of that species has the same amount of strength. Have you compared all of that species? Whoever made that up or threw that shit out there? Probably not. There's a lot of ants in the world. You'd have to compare every one. So, if I hear that again, you're just going to sound stupid to me. Oh, ants can lift 20 times their body weight. I'll just direct them to this video and have them watch it so I don't have to argue with stupidity.